Hello, welcome. Come one, come all. I was asked when the premiere of my next video would be. I said it would be last night, 2 days ago. So I'm running a little behind here. So I'm trying to speed up the process. But tonight the topic on hand is Pokemon. Everyone in some point in their life has heard of Pokemon at least once. My brothers have heard of Pokemon. My cousins have heard of Pokemon. Even the older ones have, and as old as maybe early 30s have played Pokemon at least once. Um, but the subject on hand is to talk about Pokemon and why there's so many. Why is there so many Pokemon? With each new generation, more Pokemon come along, and well, I think we all know, starting off, how many Pokemon there were. 151. Really, only 150. If you've ever watched the TV show and the sing along, it said there's only 150. But now we all know with the addition of Mewtwo, that's 151. Now, with the exception of Mewtwo, it's only 150. But we're counting first generation total 151. Now, when they moved from first generation to second generation, they added 100. 100 brand new Pokemon. 100 more for you to catch, 100 more for you to collect, 100 more for you to level, 100 more for you to evolve. It's a hard work, lots of it. And well, Nintendo makes their money. They want you to catch them all. And trust me, you're not even halfway there yet. Now with third generation, they added 135 more onto what they lastly added. So now you're up to a total of 386. 386. That's almost half of 1,000. And they expect you to catch them all, collect them all, and train them and raise them and breed them. What more could they ask for? And, well, I mean, it's a lot of work, but not many can do it. I have never successfully completed any of the Pokedexes. Never. Currently, I play White, Pokemon White, and I have yet to even get past 200 Pokemon collected total. I only have about 150. Yeah, about 150. And that's how many was in the first generation. Now, going into fourth generation, they added 107 more. And you're pretty much at a half a thousand right there. But as the number grew, I think they're as the number grows with Pokemon, I think they're slowly starting to run out of ideas of for more Pokemon. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think they'll always find a way to make creative new Pokemon. But I mean, just me. I think that they always will have a new idea for a new type of Pokemon, and they'll add on to the current Pokemon that there already are. Because I mean, with the new generations that came out, they added pre-evolved forms and new evolved forms. I mean, they're just gonna keep it going. Now with the fifth and current generation we're on, they added 156. That's the first generation. That's enough Pokemon to match the first generation plus five, and so that brings the total Pokemon now up to 649. That is a lot. And like I said before, I am nowhere near close. The Pokemon games, I have Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Pearl. This one's a little in distress, and what I currently play, my oversized DSi XL, Pokemon White. I have to agree that the Pokemon games get better and better with each new generation. I'm stoked to see what they come out with next. If they want to continue it, personally, I think that them making a Pokemon game for the 3DS, that would be pretty kick-a. I'd love to see it happen because they already made a Pokemon, a national Pokédex for the 3DS, and it shows all the Pokemon in complete 3D without the 3D glasses, folks. It's pretty cool. I seen a picture of it. Um, Now with each generation of Pokemon, they came out with new games. Now with the very first generation, they had Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then with the next generation, had Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And then next for third generation, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And then they remade the first generation in Fire Red and Leaf Green, following the third generation games. Now after that, they moved on to fourth gen, Diamond, Pearl, and later on Platinum in 2009. Diamond Pearl released about 2007, and I got Pearl when it pretty much first came out. And then after that, they released HeartGold and SoulSilver, which are remakes of Heart and Gold, of course. And now we are up to Black and White, where we currently are, 2011, fresh, new, still in the running. Um, but who knows how much longer they're always in the creative process, coming up with bigger and better things when it comes to Pokemon. Um, Now, I seem to have noticed a pattern. They use colors, they use types of metals, and they use types of gemstones for naming their Pokemon games. Red, blue, and yellow, fire red, leaf green, those black and white. Those are the colors. As far as gemstones go, crystal. I'm not sure if that's a gemstone, if that really counts, because I mean, crystal's a crystal. Um, Crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, diamond, pearl. I mean, it kind of pops out at you if you think about it. And then as far as the metal goes, gold and silver and platinum, those are all types of metals. Um, Today I felt some nostalgia as I was watching the very first generation Pokemon series. I've as soon as I heard the theme song, I was just like, yeah, I had to sing along. No, you will not ever see footage of that. Hopefully, never ever, no one will ever record me or catch me singing that. I was singing it out loud, and I just felt like a kid again. Even though I guess you can say I'm still kind of a kid. I mean, I'm 15, but teenager, but I still play Pokemon. Yes, I'm openly admitting this. I still play Pokemon, and I love every second of it. Now as we all know that there are starter Pokemon with each new generation of a fire, a grass, and a water. With there being five generations of Pokemon, there is over at least 15 starters now. At least no, there is 15 starters now. And I'm just curious, what's your favorite star? Tell me. Uh, Personally, I prefer Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Those are my two favorite starters ever. I mean, ever. Um, Besides favorite starter, what's just your favorite Pokemon in general? Like, I know this sounds pretty classic, but I love Gyarados and Pidgeot. Two of my most favorite Pokemon ever. They don't get much better than that. Onyx is pretty cool also. Um, Yeah, I've always, as a kid, like I always imagined what it would actually be like if Pokemon actually existed in the same world we were in. Like, you know how cool it'd be just to like whip out a Pokeball and catch it, and then like have it. I mean, it would replace like all the pets we have, but they'd be 10 times cooler because they could fight and they would never die. They would never die, and they would live on and have more Pokemon, and then like it would just be incredible. Like if someone ever, I mean, ever manages to fathom Pokemon possible and them ever actually being real, I congratulate them completely if they ever create something similar or mildly, I don't know, comparable. Something mildly comparable to Pokemon and the way they are. And that's pretty much concluding what all I have to say, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment your answer about the favorite starter and favorite Pokemon in general in the comment section below. And I'll get back at you for my next video, whenever that may be. Remember, gotta catch 'em all.